shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So North Carolina's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against a backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Alvarado. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And the Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw again. Tight end finds a soft spot. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Tar Heels will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll run it on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And everything works out for the offense, right? They went for it on 4th and 1 earlier. It was a big decision, a big gamble. They got it, and now you pay it off with the touchdown. Head coach is loving that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
To the air, it's Bryant. Good timing on the quick out. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He'll try to pop the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Might be changing the route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, NC State.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field.
Kicking team.
The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Maybe a tad out of field goal range and way too close to punt it. Kind of in no man's land, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting a run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off balance with that play call.
Got a man, it's Bender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot now.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air, it's Bryant. Floating away. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
It's complete to the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. NC State going up-tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the ground with the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Bryant. Gets it out fast. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver, finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got the quick pass. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Wide open downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to get gassed.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On the move. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Handoff to the single back. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Flips it out to the back. NC State will pick up the first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Back to throw, it's Bryant. Quickly complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. NC State quick to the line. He wants to change this route. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Hines is back in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's got him. Got room at the 35. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Dropping back, it's Bryant. Got his man quickly. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he added the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Bender. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dalton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the touchdown, NC State. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score NC State 21, North Carolina 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Bender. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
3rd and 1, everything about defense says run, right? Bring more guys up, play aggressively, blitz more guys, and guess what? They threw the football, they caught you off guard, but you still had so many guys near the football up front. You were still able to get pressure, get the sack, make the big-time play.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. NC State going up tempo. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Under fire. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, North Carolina! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Eakin. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Back to throw, it's Bryant. Got a man. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. NC State quick to the line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Just keep slinging it. Plucks it out of the air. Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Alvarado. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Now, fourth down.
And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
NC State has to come up with a big play on third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got an open man. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fellow running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
The field goal is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
NC State, 28. North Carolina, 24.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. Keep giving him the football.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. These DBs going to give a little cushion. looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working on the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Defense playing a bail technique. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Bryant. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid comments.
Breaks into the open.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. NC State going up tempo. Offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Here comes the heat. Quarterback extends the play. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to...
There he goes! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Working that left side now. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice 1st down sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Eakin. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking for a man, it's Bryant. Buys a little time with his feet. Complete to the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. NC State quick to the line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this is a day he would want to forget. This is a day he wished didn't exist. It's been miserable. You've already thrown 2 interceptions. You just tried to throw your third, but the defense didn't cooperate. But get those feet set before you try to throw the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. Back open in the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll leave it with him. And the ball's out, and they're after it. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for room, it's Dalton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, NC State. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
NC State, 52, North Carolina.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Pulls it in. It's Dalton. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Ripping through the defense. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6, so nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And the Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Still running at the 35. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They'll try the run. Sweet cut there. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. the gun. He'll try to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They send the tight end in motion. Trying to pound it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Quarterback making checks. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
in the end zone.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Third down coming up.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Plows through the defense. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
NC State.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Fires to the big fella.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. When you get this deep in the season and that 0 is still in the lost column, that target on your back just gets bigger and bigger.
And some people handle it better than others. We've seen some teams melt late in the season, and we've seen other teams thrive on it and embrace it. So this team so far has embraced it, and everything they've shown me, Jesse, throughout the regular season says that they're going to continue to embrace it and continue to play well.
Yeah, that's a great point, guys. They've got the target on their backs right now. It's not sneaking up on anybody the way they might have done earlier in the year when we didn't quite know who they were or what they're about. Everybody right now in the entire country, all of college football, knows that this team's for real. They've got to put it together now to close this season out strong.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.